Throughout history, few figures have captivated the imagination like Nostradamus. His name is synonymous with prophecy, shrouded in mystery and debated by skeptics and believers alike. Born as Michel de Nostredame on December 14th, 1503, in the quiet town of Saint-Rémy-de-Provence in France, he would grow to become not just a physician and an astrologer, but a prophet whose words still echo across the ages. The son of a prosperous grain dealer, Nostradamus' upbringing was steeped in both Jewish tradition and Renaissance learning. His grandfather, recognizing the spark of brilliance in the young boy, took it upon himself to tutor him in Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and mathematics, an education that would prove foundational to his later work in medicine and astrology. Nostradamus eventually attended the University of Avignon, but was forced to leave due to a plague outbreak. Unshaken, he continued his studies independently before earning a degree in medicine from the University of Montpellier. Whilst he was widely respected for his innovative treatments of plague victims, emphasizing cleanliness and herbal remedies at a time when most doctors relied on bloodletting, it was his passion for the stars and mystical arts that would define his legacy. Late at night, Nostradamus would pore over astrological charts, scribbling cryptic verses by candlelight. Verses written in a flurry of French, Latin, and Greek would become Les Prophéties, a collection of 942 quatrains that seemingly peered through the veil of time. Published in 1555, Les Prophéties was an instant sensation. Some praised Nostradamus as a divine visionary, others accused him of heresy and sorcery. His quatrains were puzzling, riddled with metaphors, allegory, and symbolism. But over the centuries, as history unfolded, many of the predictions appeared to come true, with a chilling accuracy. The Great Fire of London, the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, and the horrors of World War II, and even the tragedy of 9/11, were all said to be glimpsed in Nostradamus' eerie prose. How could a man from the 16th century foresee events that would reshape the model world? Was it mere coincidence, a masterful use of vague language, or did Nostradamus truly possess a window into the future? In this exploration, we dive into some of the most startling prophecies Nostradamus is believed to have predicted with haunting clarity, events that would go on to alter the course of history, forever solidifying his name as the world's most enigmatic sphere. Here are some of the most famous predictions attributed to Nostradamus that many believe came true. One of the most cited examples of Nostradamus' predictions is the Great Fire of London in 1666. In his quatrain he wrote, "The blood of the just will be demanded of London, burnt by a fire in the year of 66. The Great Fire of London began on September 2nd, 1666, and destroyed much of the medieval city. Whilst the fire started accidentally in a bakery, it spread rapidly due to wooden buildings and narrow streets in London. Nostradamus' mention of the year 66 is often linked to the event, sparking belief that he foresaw the catastrophe. The blaze raged for 3 days, consuming over 13,000 homes, 87 churches, and several major landmarks, leaving a significant portion of the city's population homeless. Nostradamus also appeared to predict the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the most influential leaders in European history. He wrote, "An emperor shall be born near Italy, who shall cost the empire very dearly." Napoleon was born in Corsica, an island near Italy, and his military campaigns reshaped Europe. His reign led to a massive loss of life and political upheaval, aligning with Nostradamus' warning of a great cost to the empire. He speaks not only to the rise, but also to the profound impact of his leadership across Europe, marking the start of the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon's ambition redefined borders, influenced legal codes, and altered political dynamics, fitting eerily well into Nostradamus' forewarnings. Another prophecy also associated with Nostradamus is the rise of Adolf Hitler. He wrote, "From the depths of Western Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who by his tongue will seduce a great troop. His fame will increase towards the realm of the East." Adolf Hitler, born in Austria, west of Europe, rose from humble beginnings and led Nazi Germany, using a powerful rhetoric to inspire a massive following. His expansionist policies did indeed reach towards the East, engulfing Europe in World War II. The mention of "by his tongue will seduce a great troop" is seen as references to Hitler's ability to manipulate through speech, rallying an entire nation under his ideology. Additionally, Nostradamus referred to someone he called Hister, which many interpret as a near reference to Hitler. However, it's worth noticing that Hister also refers to the Danube River in classical terms, leading to debates over whether this was genuinely predictive or simply coincidental. Nostradamus' quatrains also seem to touch upon the atomic bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. Near the gates and within two cities, there will be scourges the like of which was never seen. Famine, plague, people put out by steel, crying to the great immortal God for relief. The bombings in 1945 led to unprecedented destruction, loss of life, and long-term suffering from radiation. Hiroshima and Nagasaki remain etched in history as symbols of nuclear devastation. Nostradamus' words, the like of which was never seen, accurately describe the horrific impact of nuclear weapons, something entirely new and catastrophic for humanity. The reference to two cities and put out by steel is often interpreted as Hiroshima and Nagasaki being obliterated by American bombs. The devastation was so profound that it reshaped global policies and the discourse around nuclear armament. In the wake of September 11's attacks, many turned to Nostradamus' writings. One quatrain reads, "Earth-shaking fire from the centre of the earth will cause great tremors around the new city. Two great rocks will war for a long time. Then Arethusa will redden a new river." Whilst interpretations are speculative, some believe the new city refers to New York City, and the two great rocks symbolise the Twin Towers. The imagery of fire and destruction matches the tragic events of the day. Despite the poetic language, the association with the Twin Towers and the catastrophic destruction has convinced many that Nostradamus saw the event centuries before it happened. Nostradamus' prophecies are not limited to political events. He also wrote of natural disasters and technological advancements. Some interpret his writings as predictions of earthquakes and tsunamis, and even more technical growth, such as aviation and space exploration. For instance, his reference to men in the sky is seen as a potential glimpse into the future of air travel. Whether one believes in the prophecies of Nostradamus or views them as a vague poetry open to interpretation, it is undeniable that his quatrains have captured the human imagination for centuries. His writings have been linked to some of the most significant events in history, creating an aura of mystery and speculation. The question remains, did Nostradamus truly foresee these moments, or do his words merely reflect humanity's search for meaning in chaos? Nostradamus' prophecies remind us of the power of words and the human desire to make sense of uncertainty. His quatrains, though cryptic, continue to inspire curiosity, debate, and wonder, ensuring his place in history as one of the most enigmatic figures in mysticism and prediction.